you want, do what you feel. Long as it's 100 that you're doing it real. Say we be who you are. Them haters gon' hate and it's all regardless. Positive or negative, enemy or friend or foe or relative. So say what you want, do what you feel. Long as it's 100 that you're doing it real. Say what you want, do what you feel. Long as it's 100 that you're doing it real. Say we be who you are. Them haters gon' hate and it's all regardless. Positive or negative, enemy or friend or foe or relative. So say what you want, do what you feel. Long as it's 100 that you're doing it real. Say what you want, do what you feel. Long as it's 100 that you're doing it real. Say we be who you are. Them haters gon' hate and it's all regardless. Positive or negative, enemy or friend or foe or relative. So say what you want, do what you feel. Long as it's 100 that you're doing it real.
Welcome, family, to episode 17 of the Big Money No Problem Talk podcast show, where we get straight into the point. I'm Chuck, aka Big Will, with my brother from another on that side, AG, aka Mr. Iliana Jones.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
All right, Big Money No Problem Talk podcast show is sponsored by Mill Hub Media, Profound Entertainment, where they have a selection of new artists and gamers such as Reese Bones, whose new album, The Gemini, streaming everywhere. So go check that out. Also, remember to check out the Big Money No Problem Talk show over those internet airways. You'll be able to check us out streaming live Thursdays, starting at 7 p.m. on the One United radio station, which you all will be able to stream at oneunitedradio.com. Or you can download the One United Radio app. So make sure y'all continue to tune in. You will also be able to check us out from every other Saturday from 5 to 6 p.m. on the number one base internet radio station out of Houston, Texas, which is the 92 KELZ radio station, which can be streamed live at 92kelz.com. Or you can download the 92 KELZ app to tune in. So continue to support the Big Money No Problems ENT family, and be on the lookout for more moves to be made to further this platform and to continue to give our listeners what they want to hear. So stay tuned in. So as I said before, man, welcome again to the Big Money No Problem Talk podcast show. And we want to welcome everybody in that's watching this right now to the BMNP Shop Talk series with the homies, 88 Keys and Marbury, man. Hey, 88, man, go ahead and introduce yourself to the big.
I know what it is. Here again, your boy 88 Keys, Chi-Town South. You know what it is. Straight to the late east side. Shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying? What's up, y'all? Thanks for having me back. You know what it is.
Already. Marbury, go ahead and let the people know who you are, man.
Host is calling me Marbury. My name is Furmane. Fur right here on the main note. You know what I think, though. Thank you. You know, get me back.
Already. So once again, man, we want to welcome these boys back in the shop with us to have these conversations tonight, man. So AG, man, what's on the menu tonight?
Hey, what's up, everybody? You know, I appreciate everybody for chiming in. You know what I mean? But tonight we got a lot of shit going on tonight, man. You know what I mean? Again, with this, you know what I mean, as we keep bringing to light this systemic position that we are in, man. You know, first of all, let me see. I'm so happy that Jacob Blake, you know what I'm saying, made it through his incident. You know what I mean? We're gonna talk about these police targeting minorities. You know what I mean? We're gonna talk about the two different sets of justice systems. You know what I'm saying? Just from the fellas aspect. You know what I mean? That's how we do it, how we get down. It's gonna be rough and raw. So hey, stay tuned.
Already. So as I always say, man, we about to get into this conversation. So whether it's the green, the brown, or the white, do what you do, man, to vibe out with us during this episode tonight, man. So
yes, sir.
You already know. So as we always say, man, let's get straight and to the point. What we talking about first, man, AG?
Hey, I mean, what can we not talk? We have to talk about. It's imperative that we talk about what's going on with Jacob Blake. You know what I mean? With this, you know what I'm saying, with this situation, man. You know what I mean? And everybody knows what's going on. You know what I mean? Jacob Blake, 29-year-old black male, shot 7 times in the back. by
Close
you know
range.
what I'm saying, close range, point blank range, you know what I'm saying, by the police in Kenosha, Wisconsin. You know what I'm saying? So let's start there.
Y'all
7
want me
times,
to jump in? Want
point
me to
blank
jump in?
range.
You
Yeah,
want me
go
to
ahead,
jump
Hey,
jump
in?
in.
chime,
Go ahead,
hey,
jump in,
Let me
Mark.
jump
Go
in.
do
ahead.
that,
Let
do
me
that.
jump in. I'm about to put a thing together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's think about basketball, right? As a player, right? If you're going to the cup for the layup, do you look to get fouled or do you look for the ref to bail you out? Or do you look to go and just make the shot and don't worry about the foul?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what I'm getting at
I'm about to
is
say elaborate.
it's like this. As a human being, we can't put the onus on the ref all the time.
So that's the
As a,
police.
that's the police.
Yep.
We can't do that. They're not gonna call a foul all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Feel
Or
where you
they
going with
might
this.
call a foul and you're dead. You know what I'm saying? You can't put the game in the ref hands, man. You got to get the game out of their hands. And first things first, man. I'm gonna take it to the rooty to the tutor, man. Once again, I'm fucked up, but go to rooty to the tutor. We need more dads in the household, man. We need more men around these kids growing up, man. I promise you, should change ASAP. But let's get
And that's real. I mean,
let's get the game out of the refs' hands, man.
I
That's
feel
my
you. I feel you. But
I feel you, man.
I want to hit
In that
more so,
situation,
man.
though.
You know, on the direct narrative of the situation, man. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
you know,
like we were saying yesterday, AG, when we talked on our other podcast, man. It's getting to a point where the people we hire to protect and service ain't protecting and serving. So in that situation of what you talking about with Jacob Blake, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a blessing that man is still moving, man. That's close range right there, because we got two people on this show right now who know what it's like to know what them bullets feel like and to survive after that. So when
you
you
about to metamorph into a robot, they keep
dog,
shooting. We about to be robots.
It's
We're gonna take 10 in them and be like, let's go.
But it's like when you look at the audio, I mean, when you look at the video, it was almost like, was it? I mean, come on, man. You had all them other cops around that situation. I guess it wasn't nothing wrong with them enough for all of them to jump on him. And then next thing you know, this man, I mean, you know, scared
Why can't we
police.
just go back to the Rodney King love?
My
Now I can
view
appreciate
on
Rodney
it.
King.
My view on it is look at it like this, and this how I'm pretty sure a lot of people that ain't really saying that, because I ain't one of the people that said nothing, they probably feel how I feel. Like when you look at the videos and you see everybody in the videos that got killed on camera, decapitated on camera, I mean chastised and breathtaking, life-taking from suffocation on camera. None of these people had a gun. None of these people had a weapon.
At all.
And they died, with the exception of Jacob Blake, you know what I'm saying, with all the blessings he got going for him. But, like, I'd rather be one with one, because I want to live.
Facts.
So if it means I'm going to live, if I got one, I'm going to have one. And I already made up mentally what I'm going to do if I'm in that situation. I want to live. I can partially raise my son from prison. I can't raise him from a cemetery.
Hey, you know what I see though?
So my mind is to preserve my life at all costs.
I got you. But the common denominator.
Because why pull me over if you scared already?
No, I got you. I got you 100%. But the common denominator that I see with my guys getting shot by the police is emotions, yeah. It's emotions, man. That seems like the common denominator.
Make a decision, because they already made up theirs when they get out the car, bro.
They scared already. They
scared already. They walk up to the car, they have made a decision. They know the suspect is a male. They know the suspect is black.
Dig this.
How many more videos you gotta see?
The man was actually he was apprehended by the police.
From what I hear.
Hold on, Keys. You know what I mean? He was apprehended by the police. You know what I mean? They had him down. You know what I mean? He got up. Now you got 4 to 6 police officers. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Doing this, man. You know what I mean? let him walk around the car. He was not walking around the car aggressively. He was not being aggressive to the police when they shot. You know what I mean? At any moment from that first angle, walking around the car, you know what I mean, the truck or whatever you may have it, you know what I'm saying, and got in his car, you know what I mean, would open the door. He grabbed him by his tank top, you know what I mean? Jake kind of snatched away, and then seven shots in the back. Now, you know, as antagonistic as I can be, you know what I mean, that did not warrant 7 shots in the back, bro.
Have everybody in the room got put handcuffs on? Has everybody in this Zoom had handcuffs put on them?
Yeah.
Did y'all run? Why didn't y'all run? Why didn't y'all walk away and get in y'all car?
I mean, I get it.
No, I'm asking y'all a question. I'm asking each y'all a question. Why did y'all walk away?
We know we fit the description to get shot.
No, you didn't answer my question, Keith. Why didn't you walk away and get in your car?
I know if I did, they were going to shoot me. I just answered your question.
You're right.
We knew if we moved anyway, they were going to shoot us.
I ain't trying to get shot today. What you need me to do? I'm going to jail. Let's go. Let's hurry up. Let's hurry up.
But look at hold on. Look at the PTSD though. We've known this mentality since we were little boys. Yep. We knew if we ran from the police, we didn't know, hey, they're gonna take us to jail. We knew if we ran, we were going to get shot.
Correct.
If we got pulled over, we were going to jail. But we knew from whenever we know we were child when we first heard this, that if we run from the police because we're black boys, they're going to put a bullet in our ass. Yep. That's PTSD from childhood on up to now. And now we're seeing what our grandparents and mom and pops told us. We're seeing it on camera.
Yeah.
We see it. If you move away from them, they're going to kill you.
But you know what the irony is in all this, which is kind of funny to me, and I kind of talked to a couple of homies on here about that, was it don't make sense for you to be scared of us, but at the same time do everything in your power to make us inferior to you.
Because they trying to prove to themselves they're not scared, bro.
That's what it is.
They're scared, trying to prove to themselves they're not scared. So like,
I know.
which is why like you weren't part of it, Chuck, but we talked. We had a little small talk before we started, and I said everything going on, it ain't been one killer who killed anybody. Everybody who's killing is scared.
Yep.
Even them punk ass cops. Yep. They scared. So they killing.
Hey, but you have to be a highly frightened individual. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like I said, you know, most people that shoot people end up being the scared ones. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be a highly frightened individual, especially being trained to shoot somebody that's not being aggressive to you 7 times, bro.
Oh, that right there was attempted murder. That's exactly what that was. And what's crazy is I don't consider that scared. I consider that hate.
Nah.
Yeah, and what's crazy about that situation? This is what confuses me. It's funny how the cops training is A-OK when they dealing with white folks. All of a sudden the training goes out the window when you dealing with us. We see videos of white folks going
personally. I didn't need to see a video to know this what they doing to us. They've been doing this to us before camera phones, bro. Mm-hmm. It's just now that people who thought they were just horror stories made up like old wives' tales get to see it, and it's still not giving us no justice. So the videos don't mean shit. Like
NWA made fuck the police for a reason, right? They let that shit be known way back then. It just wasn't no footage to what we seeing today.
I can't speak
the same way.
Generally.
The same way the hood been the hood, racism been racism. You know what I'm saying? Now it may take different forms over years. You know what I mean? It may take different shapes. It may take different colors or fashions or whatever you may have it, but it's always been the same thing.
We got the white vigilante in Kenosha shooting protesters, walking through the feds with his hands up, and not one bullet
Bro.
aimed in his direction.
So,
I said, this is
Bro, hey, no. What got it for me? What got it? Hey, they gave him a glass, a bottle of water. They offered him a bottle of water. He said, "I'm cool." What the people saying? He just shot somebody.
Yo, we
That's what I
don't
said.
believe the fact that he a vigilante. We still on that fact. Like, that dude shooting was precise. He was well trained with how he shot. A person
His
who's
mom,
direct.
hey man,
Hold
his
on.
mama dropped him off, man. His mama dropped him off.
And that had everything to do with the government, bro. Like, that was an agent dropped off to look like a civilian white person killed protesters who was protesting Black Lives Matter. Like, they trying to stage some fucking Civil War bullshit, and ain't nobody taking the bait. So they keep look at all the bullshit they keep piling up. They're trying to incite some extra bullshit, but ain't nobody biting.
Hold on, man. Hold on, yeah.
Go ahead,
Hold on, man. Hold on. We just seen kids get shot out here, man. Why didn't he get shot, man? This is some bull.
It is.
I don't want it, man. I don't even want to talk about it, man. Somebody's supposed to line him all the way up. They killing kids out. Nobody can't line him up. All them people out there.
And they killing kids. They killing kids running. They killing kids running away from shit.
And I'm finna drop a very heavy pill to swallow. You know the only way he would have got killed, Marbury, is if he looked like me or you.
Facts.
That was the only way he was dying right there.
Facts.
Hey, but what I seen from one of the news clips, you know what I mean, it wasn't very many of us around him. You know what I mean? He was around, you know what I mean, pretty much system of
that was gonna be my point, bro. They did not.
You see what I'm saying?
They've been throwing out the race identification card all while this been going on. Why they didn't throw out the race of those people who were fatally injured?
Exactly.
Because it was them.
Because we know if it was Antoine Laquan Jamal Jenkins, his name, criminal record,
and everything
of his mugshot would have been on the fucking morning news.
And think about this though. With AG, he brought this up to me when I seen the news when Jacob Blake father, he like, damn, they got my son handcuffed to the bed and he paralyzed from the waist down. Like, where the hell he going?
Hey, but I told you, Chuck. I said like, they gonna find some type of way to make this man, you know what I mean, be in police custody after this man been shot. After he's, you know what I mean, considered paralyzed, he's still in police custody. And what happened? Okay, well, you know what I mean. Well, Jacob Blake did have warrants out for his arrest. You know what I mean. And he did have a knife under the floor, the driver's side floor, man. You know what I mean.
But now, because of all that backlash, they vacated the warrant.
Fuck all his charges. Fuck him.
What else can you do? You just shot this man in the back 7 times.
Right, that's what I'm gonna say. What warrants a peace officer? Let's call them what they are. What warrants a peace officer to grab a individual by their wife beater, which is technically an undershirt, while he's walking away from you? So he's not an imminent threat to you because your life is not in danger if he's walking.
Not showing any amount of aggression.
The keys.
Hold on. Hear me out, G. What warrants a peace officer that right to hold him while he's trying to, we're going to just say, for lack of a better term, he's trying to get to safety. And you grab him, prevent him from doing that, and you shoot him 7 times in the back.
I have to stop you. Let me hop in real quick. When you call them peace officers, I have to go back a few generations and call them slave catchers.
Hold on.
Hold on. Let me talk. Keith. Let me talk. Hold on. Let me finish. Now, I don't know where you inserted peace officer at. Where, 1980, 1990, somewhere? Nah, but that was the name.
I just watched a lot of Morgan Freeman today, man.
Hold on. I got you. Hold on. We, as people, melanated people, we need to stop acting like we got that privilege. We don't. We got to be 2 times better in our emotions.
I just got to talk
better
better
in
because
sports.
Facebook gonna take
gotta
my
be
page.
2 times
Shout out
better
to Zuckerberg and
in
his family, man.
situations, man.
Nah, you facts
But
though.
now,
That's facts though.
I don't. I
That's
mean,
facts.
I mean, peace
That's
officer. He
facts.
say peace officer. Oh,
He
come
said
on, y'all.
Nah, you know who they are, man.
He said no, Chuck. He said peace officer. I don't even use that term. I don't even know what you're talking about, Keys.
You don't understand my level of
That is not
sarcasm.
in my dictionary right here. I don't even.
You obviously don't understand my level of sarcasm.
I know
You see, I'm not
I know-
jolted, moved, or alerted in any way.
I see slave
I'm
catcher.
just gonna
I get
wait
the
till
fuck
you
up out of
calm
there. I
down.
see slave catcher. I'm gone. Like, I'm out of there, bro. Oh, that's a slave catcher.
Hey, if
Yeah, I don't
everybody
show that. I don't show that
we not
PTSD from that because the slave catcher ain't never caught me.
Yeah.
So,
dig. You know what I mean? Just for everybody to know, you know what I mean? Hey, we laughing, you know what I mean, because you know what I mean, you laugh to keep from crying. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a Django nigga. They ain't
we
catching
don't
me.
want to make it. We don't want to make it light.
Right.
We don't want to make it light on the situation that's going on. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? Hey, it is almost, you know what I mean, somewhat humorous how the difference in which we are, you know what I mean, being treated and we are being targeted. You know what I'm saying?
But how many?
You know what I mean?
My question is, how many times do you got to see it to realize it's our reality now?
Yeah, it's reality.
Now we need.
That's what I wanted to
Now we need
say.
action. How we move forward because now we see it's a reality. It's happened enough times to let everybody know if you fit that description, it may or may not happen to you. It ain't no. It's definitely not gonna happen. It may or may not happen to you. And the arrests and pullovers amongst us have tripled and doubled in the past few months.
Like we
I was just pulled over Monday morning by 3 a.m. going to work. 3 sheriffs pulled me over, and I don't know why. I guess because it was immediately after the Jacob situation. I caught a blessing because I was supposed to go. Me and the officer had a whole long conversation, and I guess he was giving us one back by letting me go. That's kind of how I felt after the conversation. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
So like, it's crazy right now. So we in a situation to where we at the point of what do we do now? Well, what are you going to do now? Because it's individually based. We can generally talk about it, but it's what are you going to do?
Now, when you say what are you gonna do now? Are you saying, you know what I mean, within our culture, our race, or are you saying from the outside?
You personally, no, you personally. We can't speak generally in this. This is an individual situation. So you talking about your prep may help somebody come up with a, you know what I'm saying, plan for their prep. You see what I'm saying?
I got an answer for you, Keys. You know what I'm doing and practicing in my life that I want to practice, and I've heard it.
Because we see, don't say law abiding, because everybody I've seen was a law abiding citizen.
No. It's called group economics. It's what we're about to collab in, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, on the situation. You feel me? Group economics, bro. But everybody standing as a man type situation, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody eating off of royalties. Now, I'm going to say something to you, man. The reason why we on the news so much is because we're mesmerizing.
Nah, hold on.
Let me finish, Keith.
Before you go any further, I'm going to let you. How does that prevent you from getting shot by a cop, though? Yeah. That's what I'm trying to get to the point of. How is what you planning to do going to prevent you from getting killed by a fucking police officer who's having a bad day? I'm about to give you if we're practicing. I don't think an economic plan will prevent that.
Hold on. If we're practicing group economics,
okay,
guess what? If we're doing it well, Keys, you wouldn't even have to get up at 3 a.m. You get up when you want to, Keys, and that's the life I want to see for you. 3 a.m.
But hold on, though. No.
Taylor got killed in her home while she was asleep. She wasn't going to work.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on.
It could be.
And this is the very issue I'm having. Everybody has a solution for economics. You've heard those. How are you going to prevent these cops from killing you?
From a bad day. And the thing is,
how? That is something you have to think about right now, because you can go to the gas station when we stop this podcast, bro. And God is your witness, and everybody who believes in Him witness, bro. You can get in that situation, bro. From you just going to get a soda from the gas station, bro. It's that simple.
Around the corner from the crib.
You gotta look at the situation that happened with Sheldon Brown, who played for the Milwaukee Bucks. He got that economics. They still tased and threw his ass down to the ground. That shit don't mean nothing to nobody. Not when the cops is feeling like they got their cop. That shit don't mean you think LeBron. You think LeBron?
Y'all, man, y'all do a lot of rapping, man. Y'all do a lot of rapping. Yo, you know what, man?
Hey, man,
do a lot of talking when the
racism-
police come
Hey,
around.
racism has no time, bro.
Racism
Racism has no time frame,
Jail,
bro.
jail.
Hey, 5 o'clock in the evening, 12 o'clock noon. You know what I mean? 11 o'clock a.m. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the amount of disdain, the amount of hatred, you know what I mean, has no time frame, whether it's 3 a.m. or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you are being targeted, or even if you're not being targeted, you know what I mean? If a person that approaches you has that much malice for you and your culture, it don't matter what time it is.
It don't matter who
we
you are.
gonna prove it a little bit later, though. You know what I mean?
It don't matter who you are. And I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, Marbury. I get what you're saying in terms of I'm just going to take it. I ain't going to speak to him, this, that, and the other. But in our eyes, and in our eyes, and in our culture, what you saying is that's a blessing to just only get arrested and not harassed, not shot, not beaten.
Right.
Like, that's a blessing.
We're
you know what I'm saying?
Arrested, going to jail and bonding out. We're taking arrested, going to jail and bonding out and fighting the case. Yep. My thing is they're no longer taking us to jail. They're no longer getting your mugshot taken. The coroner is coming to put a tag on your toe.
I have been taken. I have been maced, bro.
Hold on. We're talking past. We're talking past and pain. Okay.
No, we talking right now. We talking right now. They used to beat us up. They're killing us now. We're talking right now.
Hold on, y'all. As men with sons and kids, we need to be talking strategy and solution, man.
Ain't no solution.
Can we talk that?
Ain't no solution.
No. I do agree with that.
I agree with you.
Man, I'm not about to sit out here and let my son
I hear what you say.
All the whining and crying and all that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Nah, yo, this is the situation right here. Yo, everybody gotta have their own business. First off, everybody has their own business. Okay. Everybody, each business is gonna work with the fuck each other, and it's gonna all that shit gonna flow and let it flow, man. Like
Can I go now? Yeah. Can I go now?
That's just number one. Can you got number two for me? Give me number two.
Go ahead.
I got number one.
Go ahead.
No. Somebody give me number two.
Every solution you give, I'm going to give you a real life situation. Okay. You own 15 successful businesses. You get pulled over going to your house. En route to your house, this officer is having a fucked up day. And you just so happen to be a nigga en route. A nigga en route. That's all you are. Who own 500 successful businesses. He come up, ask you for license and registration. You lean over to give him your papers. He said, put the gun down. You said, what gun? He put 2 in your motherfucking dome. But all your businesses are successful. So how did you being economically successful and sound prevent that from happening?
And you can
I
came all ears to hear this.
You can all ears to hear this. Hey, look, now I've been, you know what I mean? Hey, I done been pulled over and harassed in a white t-shirt. I done been pulled over and harassed in a white button down with a blue tie on my way to a job interview at 8 o'clock in the morning, where I had to show up at the job interview with my button down white shirt is dirty because they still made me get down on the ground just to let me go. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That shit ain't got no, no time frame. It ain't got no, you know what I'm saying? So it has no economic value unless we destroying the economic value.
Well, Marbury, let me ask you this. So what's the solution for a police officer having that mentality? Like, what is our solution to stop a police officer to feeling like, you know what, because I'm a police officer, I'm white, you black, I don't care how successful you are, I just don't like you because you riding in a Bentley. You riding in a Bentley chilling, and I'm not. But I got the power as a police officer to pull you over whenever the fuck I want to. Just cause. How did we stop that? I mean, how did we stop that?
We got out of it.
I mean, but we shouldn't. But that's the problem. Though. We should. I got you, but it shouldn't be. But it should. But that shouldn't.
We laughed at him. We laughed at him.
But that shouldn't.
We in the blue bit. We laughed at him.
But that shouldn't be an issue. I got you. But that shouldn't be an issue. You know what I'm saying? I drive a nice car. That shouldn't be an issue.
Bro, you know
what I'm saying? It's just brothers, man. As being black people in this society, in this country right now, where we at? Oh, it's hard out here. The hardest thing we got to do in this society right now, the hardest thing for us to do, because we can build businesses, we can build any and everything that we need to show the success of what we need to do to be economically where we need to be.
That's the problem. But
at the same time,
we still black. That's the problem in your words. Show success. That's the problem in your words right there. Now let me transform this. Right?
Hey, but Marbury, hey.
Hold on. First things first. Number two. Why are we always leaving the hood? God damn it, you can get more for your value in the motherfucking hood. Matter of fact, you can live in a penthouse. You can make your own fucking penthouse in the hood. And nobody got to see you where you are. You know what I'm saying? That's number two. Hold on.
You know why that is.
Let me finish. Number two. If you're in the hood and you're decently looking, the cops gonna be like, oh, guess what? I see people way worse than you. Keep going, sir. Look at this motherfucker on the corner. No. When I'm in Baltimore City, I look like a clean white boy out there. In comparison, oh my God, they don't even look at me. They be like,
but Marbury, let me give you this though. The reason why we leave the hood, R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle. R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle.
Oh, no.
That's why we leave the hood. That's why we leave the hood.
Oh, no.
That's why we leave the hood.
Oh, no. Hold on, Chuck. Hold on. I'm gonna take it even further because we just did the show on that. You know what I mean? But hey, Marbury, hey, do you understand? Hold on, real quick.
That is against the rules. That is
you leave the hood. You leave the hood because the value of the hood is not. You know what I mean? It's not equatable to the value outside the hood. Your property inside, you know what I mean, in the hood, the black community, within the black, hold on. Within the black community, you know what I mean, it don't matter your residence or any property that you purchase in that community is actually about 43% damn near less than what it is available in another community. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna invest, you can't invest in the hood no more because you're gonna take a loss on your investment compared to what is outside of your community, because the community is, you know what I mean, the African American community is. I mean, I'm just saying. You said why do you leave the hood? But I mean, some people leave the hood for monetary value, and you speaking on money.
What my opinion is, my man. Once you get to $1 million, I mean, you can stay in the hood, be in the suburbs of your blackness and the whoop, be in the hood, be in the mix, but don't be hanging out in Front Street. No bodyguard, no guards. You that comfortable?
So you get money and you go hide. Not everybody has that dream to get money.
Hold on.
It's smart to do that. But niggas can do what they want to do when they get bread.
Gosh,
so in order for this dude grinded all this time, put in all this work, and he got to do what makes y'all comfortable with his money. No, man, fuck that.
I don't understand it.
Fuck all of that. And anybody who like that be the niggas who be trying to take niggas like that out, G. Fuck that. No. And niggas what I'm saying, want to do is supposed to be okay, nigga. But niggas who ain't got it, they be praying on niggas who got it. That's the reality on that situation. But that still don't answer my question. How does any of that, you can be rich as fuck. Nipsey Hussle was rich as fuck. He got touched. These cops is touching us. How did we stop them from touching us? That's what we need a solution to.
We can't. The only way we can't even
begin to get to the plan on the economics, because soon we on our way to all meet up. 3 of us can get pulled over, 2 going to jail, 1 got a funeral to get planned.
We don't.
Hey, but hold on.
I feel like what we can do, what needs to happen, I'm gonna say what needs to happen to kind of stop and mitigate that. As black folks, man, we need to start putting a lot of these superintendents, police department superintendents, the demographics of the people that work in our community need to fit our community. Stop putting these white cops, these white mayors, these white everything when the demographic is majority black. Their interest is not for us. Like we talked about the other day. In that situation, you got millionaires and you got billionaires. Billionaires lobby at the federal level, millionaires lobby at the local level. And it ain't no situations to where a white police superintendent really cares about how many motherfucking black dudes get locked up, how many motherfucking black dudes get. Matter of fact, how many motherfucking black dudes got killed? They even brought up a situation with the sheriff, the head sheriff in Kenosha in Wisconsin. He had past history asking for him to resign because he was saying shit. This I ain't pretty much to target black people. So it's like we need to start. That's the solution: is putting people of our demographic, of our community within that. If we continue to let these white people sell us that, hey, keep voting for me, keep putting me positions, and I got you. Come on, man, we gotta stop believing that. Because right now, believing that is getting us killed. That's what's going on right now. So those are the changes that really need to be made. And they kind of touch on the topic of what you're talking about in terms of economics. And I feel with Keys and everybody saying, I feel what you're saying a little bit too, Marbury, but at the same time, I'm with Keys. Why should I be and work hard to be successful? And when I get around my people, I gotta hide that. Why should I have to hide that? No, you should be embracing me because I worked that much hard to get to where you may want to be, and I can help you get to where you need to be.
Which answers your question.
Not even just around your people, but around
I was gonna say
people
what I said was to
general,
answer your question,
you know what I mean?
Marbury. When you ask why do niggas leave the hood? Because if I show I'm successful in the hood, y'all gonna want to kill me or take my shit. That's why if I go to the suburbs, some motherfuckers like they gonna think I'm a drug dealer. So I'm getting judged and getting fucked with either way I go. Is for me to pick which level of bullshit I'm ready to deal with.
Hey, what J. Cole say? What J. Cole say? My neighbors think I'm selling dope
every day. You gonna stay in the hood, you gonna deal with hood shit. You go to where it's good at, they gonna look at you like you don't belong still.
But I feel you, Marbury, because when you do make that transition to the hood, what you talking about, that group economics, bringing everybody together to make that situation more appealing, that's a great goal, and we need to focus on that.
Bro, if one rapper buy a corner store in the hood,
I'm with you. You
one corner store.
What I say, build that shit up.
It changed the junk, huh?
Yeah.
Change.
But the thing is,
one block.
But why? But my thing is, get rid of the liquor stores. Let's put something that really matters.
No. I didn't say liquor store. I didn't say liquor store. The convenience store.
Oh yeah,
That's the store that everybody go to every day.
If one person opened up a convenience store, it ain't gonna change shit.
Hey man, hold on, man. I just said it's think about one in every black city, man. Black owned. Now here's the thing. I want to answer.
No, dig this. Hold on, Marbury. That's not gonna change nothing, but because you know what I mean. One thing about our culture, you know what I mean, anything that has to do with change, anything that's gonna, you know what I mean, put us in a progressive state has to be done by the masses of our culture. You know what I mean? One person is not gonna do it. You know what I mean? Hell, with the Chicago riots, you know what I mean? Hey, they broke into black stores just as well as they broke into white owned stores. You see what I'm saying? So one person opening up a store, it has to be a culture wide, you know what I mean, a culture wide movement. You know what I mean? We have to have some type of understanding amongst ourselves, you know what I mean, where we all are investing into this endeavor to the point where, you know what I mean, it's effective enough for us not to tear it down ourselves. You know what I mean? It has to be.
We gotta get rid of that. That's the and what we say, AG. That's the playbook. That's the playbook from back on how they divided slaves, right? When we talk about that Willie Lynch document. We are still living that today.
Is it my turn again?
Yeah, go ahead, Keith.
Black Wall Street did everything y'all just talked about.
Facts.
And look what the fucking police did to them. So we always gonna go back to my question. They dropped a bomb on their economically sound neighborhood. They had a whole neighborhood.
What I say,
you know
but what I, but what I say,
Hold on. I just listen to all y'all quietly. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Hold on. G. Hold on, bro. Hold on, G. That's why I ain't say shit. Hold on, G. They had their own bank. They had their own stock exchange. They had their own CEOs. They had their own mills, textile, etc. They had everything black, prospering, running with our fucking blood. And the police dropped a fucking bomb on them. That's war tactics on U.S. soil, G. That was a war crime within the fucking country we say we supposed to be a part of. Nigga, they did that to us, and nothing happened to them. There wasn't no foul charges on not one officer that did that to us. So my question is, still, how do we keep them from killing us?
And that's what
and
I
it's
was saying.
hard.
What
You
I
know what I
say,
mean?
but what I say, AG, when I said that, I said I still confused on white people mentality because we do everything in our power to move away from y'all, to build up our own economics, everything of what we need. And when we start to show that we don't really need your ass no more, and we doing what we need to do, you know what they do? They can't leave us alone. Now you coming up in our neighborhood trying to gentrify everything we doing over here. I just don't understand the mentality of. Well, I understand it. It's that keep in place mentality. I get it.
Can I hop in now, please? Can I hop in now?
Hold on. It's that we gave you the slums and you made it livable. Oh shit! Now, well, damn, we can make this profit.
That shit. Now we can make this profit.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Go ahead, Mark.
Can I respond now? Can I respond now, please?
Go ahead, Mark.
Can we stop playing like we don't know that? Matter of fact, let me ask you a question. Who is the most racist fighter in the world? Just think of one. The first one that popped into your brain.
Fighter? Like who? Like
professional fighter, whether it be boxing, UFC, whatever. Who's the most disrespectful?
Oh, Mike Tyson.
That's okay. Who else? Anybody else in your mind? And the first person you think about is Mike Tyson. That you know what? You're right. You know what? You need to check. You need to check. Because Mayorga, they used to smoke cigarettes and the thing, grab what's that dude what's the dude black dude? Grab the dude wife butt? Come on, man. Conor McGregor? Come on. So he's the most disrespectful fighter out here.
So what
but Irish, I'm not.
No. Let me finish my point.
I'm not grabbing the point.
Let me finish my point. Let me finish my point. Conor McGregor is what? Irish, right? He's most disrespectful, right? Now, where does the police stem from? It stems from the Irish, doesn't it? Because that's what they got coming up in the classification game of white, man, in the USA. Come on, man, let's stop faking, man, like the motherfucking Italians ain't get the motherfucking fire department, man. Come on, man. If you don't know your history, you're going to repeat it.
I mean,
know some shit, man, and then you're going to stay the fuck out the way, man. That's why more dads need to be in the fucking house, man, so it can teach some shit, man. Real life, man. If you don't know the rules, you don't know your history.
But what rules? Like, that's what I'm saying. What
rules, right? What
Listen to me. Hold on. Hey, now, I'm gonna play both sides of the fence, though. I'm gonna play both sides of the fence. Now, I understand what Marbury getting at. You know what I mean? Like, because we do. You know what I mean? More of us have to show up and show out. You know what I mean? And we do have to position ourselves to the point where we can create a new, you know what I mean, a new Black Wall Street. You know what I mean? Even with the fears that once we create it, it can be torn down, but we still have to show that strength. We still have to show that, you know what I'm saying, that initiative and that power that we can do it. But in the same fashion, though, Marbury, in the same fashion, like Chuck, what I sent you, you know what I mean, shout out to Frank Ray, my homeboy. You know what I mean? He sent me the thing with the Wilmington police department. You know what I'm saying? With the 3 cops caught on the recorder or whatnot, you know what I mean, on camera, talking about, you know what I mean, that now these are actual police officers, white police officers, saying that a new civil war is about, you know what I mean? And we can't wait. Hold on, Marbury. We can't wait until this comes about so that we can wipe the fucking niggers off the map, you know what I mean? Set them back about 4 or 5 generations back towards, you know what I mean? What we say, Chuck, back towards the Willie Lynch era, you know what I mean? Put this slavery back in effect to where You know what I mean? The supremacy is still held by this primary culture and race. You know what I mean? So if that's 3 police officers in that category. But I also researched a little bit more on YouTube and seen the stuff that's not advertised regularly, you know what I mean, as far as all the racist stuff caught by other cops or in their own system with racist cops that are ready to erase us, you know what I mean, that are ready to attack us, you know what I mean? So again, like what Keys was saying, how do we change or deter that narrative to where the people that are supposed to serve and protect us are actually here to serve and protect us, you know what I mean, along with the ones that look like them.
Quick question, AG. How many rappers have been killed by police? Let's count them.
I don't know.
Okay. Now, how many rappers been killed by melanated people?
Oh yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, by all.
A lot.
That's another problem. But that's another problem.
No. Hold on. I'm trying to show something.
It better be good, Marvin.
I'm trying to show something. Now, I'm showing you if you want to kind of balance out, you know, the other side situation, group economics. When you have one person that has a vision, money, everybody getting paid, you have it's like a fucking wall, you know. And matter of fact,
that's Black Wall Street. That's what we talking about.
No. Black Wall Street was shitting on that other side. Talking about skyscrapers and airplanes. They was shitting on them. They couldn't take it.
Well, I mean,
that's what we need.
You know how we style. You know how we look. You know we look good. You know what I'm saying?
No. Go back. Hold on. Rewind. You know what I mean? It's not just Black Wall Street that was, you know what I mean, that was what you say, quote unquote, shitting on the Black community, the African American, you know what I mean, nationality is a supreme nationality, period. You know what I mean? Everything that we do, Chuck, when you was talking about that, everything that we do is mimic. Everything that we do is copied. Everything that we do is stolen, taken, and copyrighted to where we're not the ones that own it anymore. You know what I mean? Hip hop. You know what I mean? You take hip hop. Hip hop was, you know what I'm saying, was condemned. You know what I mean? That's that, you know what I mean, that gangster, that devil music. You know what I mean? But what does hip hop do now? Hip hop sells Walmart commercials. Everything that the, you know what I mean, the African American community does is damn near shitting on everybody else.
Okay, it's my turn again. So, yeah, again, money, just like prayer, has not saved one motherfucker from getting shot.
At all. Not by the feds. Not by the feds.
I don't know a prayer that's the same motherfucker from getting shot. I don't know a motherfucking.
Who's praying? Who is?
Oh, there's a lot of people praying.
Yeah,
so we ain't gonna get on that. We ain't gonna get on that. But I'm saying like.
But it's
a dollar amount ain't saved a motherfucker, man.
I don't mean
I
that.
feel everything you said economically sound and everything.
I don't believe that.
But a dollar sign ain't never say. So that cop gonna ask you for your bank account balance before he shoots you. I'm not
even praying for
so that cop's gonna ask you your bank account balance before he shoots you.
And somebody been praying for me, man.
I know we got you on that, but I'm just saying though in general. But I'm just saying in general.
The reality of the situation is the reality of the situation is.
Hold on, AG.
Hold on. So is that cop going to ask you your bank account balance? No. Is he going to ask you your bank account balance before he put 3 holes in your head like a bowling ball? Is he going to ask you your bank account balance? Is he?
That wasn't the question.
No, that's my question to you.
I'm
asking you the direct question. I'm asking you directly.
If I was a successful artist and I have people around
me, not what I'm asking you.
Insulating me, answering questions for me, no, I'll be less quickly to get shot in that scenario. But like individuals not operating in the group has more likely to get shot. And that's real talk.
So what does that have to do?
Got nothing to do with that. Directly, if you get pulled over, is a cop going to ask you your bank account balance before he shoots you?
Let me ask you a question, man.
Oh, answer my question.
No. You don't watch. You're not tapped in. You're not tapped in, Keys. You're not tapping your
deflection.
keys.
You can't
It's a
answer my
deflection.
I
question,
just
right?
watched
So your
1,500
bank
men with
account
guns
balance don't matter,
walk
G.
through and do
Your
whatever.
bank account balance don't
I
matter.
just
son.
seen 1,500 men with guns walk through a city, man.
What
What?
that mean?
Ain't
What that mean?
everybody ran. People show respect to them. What?
Cause they got
What do you
guns,
mean?
right? Cause they got guns, right? Don't nobody know what they, but don't nobody know what their bank account is, right? So your money
No, the
don't matter.
concept.
And
Once again, you're losing the
The
concept.
group don't mean
it's a very fine
Individually.
line
Hey,
between
the
respect
group
and
don't
fear.
Time
mean
for us to
shit.
come
Hey,
together.
the group don't
It's time
mean
for
shit
us to
because I
come
know a
together.
man. I know a
It's
lot of bad
time.
sober motherfuckers with
You
guns.
know,
So the
you
group
say,
don't
what
mean
can we
shit.
do? You're not listening. First of all, Keys, you're not
I
listening.
can't
It's
listen
time
to
for
somebody who
us
can't even
men
ask
to
a direct
come
question.
together.
How
Nah,
do
listen,
you
bro.
don't even. So you think
Hold
a cop gonna give a fuck how much money you got when he want to kill you?
I'm not
Your
talking
mind
about
is
that.
fucked up, bro.
You're not looking at the correlation of my words, man.
No, I'm hearing your words and hearing a bunch
Never
of
mind,
bullshit,
you
G.
got it.
Like
Boom!
that's
Oh my
bullshit.
god. Oh my god.
You think a cop give a fuck about your wealth, nigga? No, he don't. He see your skin color, nigga. You can be rich as fuck, and as long as you got skin color that is a hint couple lighter than mine, G, you a victim, folks.
That's
He don't
why I keep
care how much
telling
money
you.
you got. He don't care if your
He don't.
business is successful. He
He
don't
don't.
care if you got a yacht at Lake
He
Michigan.
don't care about. He
He
don't
gonna
care
put
about.
that hole in your ass if he want to, cause he can.
Yeah, he don't care
On
about.
camera, and he
I
gonna
tell him,
walk
he
with
don't
paid
care about
administrative
Marbury
leave.
movies.
When you yo,
He don't
just
care
stop
about
radio
Marbury
stop.
movies.
Nah, bro, cause you not living
I
in
got
the
work to
real
do.
life
I got
situation,
work.
G. And niggas like us, we gonna face that, G.
How you know I? Whoa.
We know you gonna face.
I'm speaking to you. I'm including you. I'm including you. And I don't want you to be lost, bro, if you think these niggas give a fuck how much money you got.
Yeah.
Like no bullshit. I don't think you know where I be at every
Cause niggas get caught lacking in forests every day. R.I.P. to the homie Triple X, nigga. Niggas get caught lacking in forests every day, G.
Yeah.
Your wealth don't mean shit. If you got flesh that ain't Teflon, nigga, you can get touched. And these cops showing that. They proving that.
But
they proving that.
Right.
So the question is, how do we fix that though?
Exactly. That's my question. That ain't ever gonna get answered.
Because
money don't fix it.
What else?
The politicians ain't gonna fix it.
Dig this. Hold on. The reality of the situation is, you know what I mean, and Marbury, you know what I mean, not to attack you, but you know what I mean, us making $1 is not going to alleviate that situation.
It actually makes us more of a threat and a target on both sides.
Hold on, Keith. Hold on. The only thing that these United States of America really understands is when you hit the state's pocket. You know what I mean? So maybe, you know what I mean, it might be, you know what I mean, more foreseeable how we can, you know what I'm saying, with all these protests that we're doing, with all this, you know what I mean, all this awareness that we have, you know what I'm saying, how can we as, you know what I mean, a minority, which is actually a prime, you know what I'm saying, in the country, because everything is based off of us, you know what I'm saying, how can we, you know what I mean, corrupt the American dollar to the point where they got to shut up and listen, you know what I mean, all right, they hitting our pockets now, you know what I mean, they in our pockets. That's the only way, you know what I mean, warfare, hey, and you know what I mean, trust and believe, you know what I mean, for all our family out there that's watching and listening, you know what I'm saying, hey, I'm militant myself, you know what I mean, but I'm not into going into a battle that I know that we are going to lose, you know what I mean, warfare, eye for an eye, yeah, we can do that, but we going to lose way more eyes than they going to lose, you know what I'm saying? Warfare is not the answer. It's that American dollar and the value of that American dollar. If we can attack that in some type of way, you know what I'm saying? I love the protests when they block the semi trucks from coming into the city. You know what I'm saying? I love them because now you stopping product from coming in. You're stopping sales from increasing. You know what I mean? Now that's the type of attack that we have to do. We has to be a dollar value attack, or else they're not gonna listen.
Because at the end of the day,
I'm digging the NBA. I'm digging the sports protests. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, this kind of ties into what you talked about. And when we get into the sports protest, this at the end of the day, that's like that story we talked about, AG. This is what I'm saying to you, Marbury. I get what you're saying in terms of what we need to do as a community, in terms of just the group economics, getting paid together, doing what we got to do and making making that a priority. And I get all that. But at the end, yeah, I got you. But at the end of the day, though, AG, this kind of ties into what I'm saying, though, my bird. That story we did when we talked about the shorty who was protesting with the Blue Lives Matter and she was still being called a nigga. So even when you win that process of where you getting and doing what you're doing, maybe if you even get into them doors financially, at the end of the day, to them white folks who already got that wealth, forever wealth, that ain't going nowhere, you still a nigga. You still a liability. You know what I'm saying? When you start to become a liability to what we doing, nigga, we can knock you off and take over everything you need at any given point whenever we feel like it. So basically what's going on right now, that's what you're saying. Right now, what's going on in our society as a culture, I'm just telling you right now, as a culture, we are the only culture that is so dependent when it comes to white folks. We are the only culture. There's not no black China. It ain't like Chinatown, a Jewish community or stuff like that, where they establish what they need on their own and then they just keep it moving. We don't care about nobody else. That's not our culture. Our culture is an issue. And I'm telling you right now,
hey, it's kind of like,
no matter how much money you make.
All I talk is solutions. I don't even like to talk. All I talk is solutions, bro. I mean,
I got you, but money ain't solution.
Money ain't solution. I'm not even talking money. I'm talking just getting together as a group, being solid. Well,
I'm with you.
Inspiring, creating, selling products. Like, the fuck? Like, what are you talking about?
Let's get to work. But what I'm saying is, I'm with you on that. That's what I'm saying.
The more you at work,
we still. But I'm with you on
more
that.
we get the keys to stop waking up at 3 a.m.
I got you on that.
I'm trying to get my man outside of that. No, that's the problem. We got my man at 3 a.m.
But at the same time,
you know it's that grind.
But at the same time, Marbury, that's not.
I wake up at 3 a.m. to smoke, Charles. I rose up at 3 a.m., Charles.
I got you. I got you. But that's not the solution to stopping the cop from putting 7 in your back, nigga. That's not the solution. To stopping the cop when he feel like it to putting 7 in your back. That's not the solution.
Instantaneously, you cannot be pulled over and say, officer, hey, I got about 6 M's in the bank. Hey, you ain't gonna pull me. Hey, that might get you shot quick.
That's all I was saying, bro. I'm just a little more hostile saying it. That's all I was saying.
Y'all remember that movie Hoodlum? Y'all remember that movie Hoodlum? Yeah. You know what I mean, with the white cop, you know what I'm saying? He was like, man, y'all got tailored suits, and I can't even afford a tailored suit, you know what I'm saying? And what he do, he made it his life's mission to shut the candy shop down. Because he couldn't afford to get tailored suits. Hey, shout out Richard Pryor, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Charles. Hey, we had a conversation one day, and I want to ask you a question, right? Do you think men and women drive different for the sake of even worried about the police at all? Do you drive different than your woman? Do your woman drive different than you? Do you drive faster? Does she drive faster? You drive slow? What?
I got a real life situation that happened a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Who drives slower?
I drive slower.
You drive slower? Why you drive slower?
Because what you think? I'm more prone to get pulled over probably than a woman.
No. You know the code.
Yeah, I do.
You know the rules.
I do.
So you say, nah, I'm gonna take it easy. Shorty gonna do what the fuck she wanna do. Cause you know what? Women just I told my lady today, hold on. I told my lady, yo, I drive like a black man. I'm always in my mirrors. If I see 1 fire back, right here, gas station. In there, if anything, you know what I'm saying? Like I drive.
But this is the question. But this is my question.
I'm gonna make the shortest right turn without looking. You know what I mean? Without looking at the fish.
Have we not done that? Have we all not done that? Have we done that?
But this is my question though. Why is that? Why do I have to be like that? That's my question.
See, I don't. Fuck them.
There is a history. There is a history behind that.
I got it.
There is a history behind that.
Because my thing is the other side, the majority of this world, he not worried about that.
I play.
Should not be worried about that too.
You know what?
Hey.
This is these IC. These IC slave catchers.
Hey,
You don't even gonna come up on me.
Me
See, y'all
and
not
AG,
listening.
bro. Me
Y'all
and
not
AG
listening.
was sliding through
Y'all
hoods
not
on
listening.
chrome lips, bro. Riding nasty out here, bro. I ain't give a fuck about getting pulled over. I mean, you guys, I drive hard. Like,
You know what?
I drive hard, bro.
And that's a great attitude to have. But let me tell you something.
I'm not. My mentality is I'm not hiding shit from nobody. You want this? Come take it, nigga. I'm one of them people. I don't care if you're a cop, a op. I don't care. Like, I'm one of them people. If you want mine, you ain't going without a battle. And we as men have to start thinking like that. That's why we have people who don't know when they get in them situations what to do, because you're not ready. You're not. I'm always not saying think of bad terms. I'm saying when that bad time happened, I've been in those situations where I've have a couple of options on what I need to do.
Hey, you know what this would be? Hey, you know what this
And I'm
would be?
willing to live and
Hold on. I want to hop in real quick. I hear you, bro. But this group right here, yo, I'm a visionary. I see shit, right? You a tactical. Well, you a soldier. My man right here is a motherfucking computer. I'm gonna log in. Yeah, fuck your shit all up. My man right here, he go, yeah, communication. It's a whole smorgasbord of different combinations of an army out this motherfucker, man. Was what I see if we were to come together. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, I get you. But as one man, good luck.
Hey, I'm willing to live with those odds, bro, because and the reason being, everybody y'all saw do the right thing. Hold on, G. I'm being short, bro. I'm being short. Everybody y'all saw follow the rules, Marbury, got a funeral. Everybody y'all saw follow the rules got a funeral. Except for our recent brother. You know what I'm saying? Everybody y'all saw did everything right, what they were supposed to do, got a funeral after that. So I know I don't want one.
But back to the whole, you know what I mean, initial question. How do we, you know what I'm saying, how do we relieve ourselves from being targeted? How do we got 4 strong ass black men on here on the screen right now? You know what I mean? Hold on, bro. You know what I'm saying? We have 4 strong ass black men right now. You know what I mean? And you know, it's crazy because me and my uncle was talking about it. You know what I mean? If you ask damn near every black man in America, you probably have 1 out of 10 that says that they have not been privy to, no, I ain't gonna say privy, they have not, you know what I mean, encountered some type of police brutality. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean, again, that dollar, you know what I'm saying, that's not gonna, you know what I mean, us making money is not gonna affect it because, you know what I mean, we can be very well shirt and tied up, you know what I mean, suited down, suited and booted, you know what I mean, and still encounter the same thing. How do we change this narrative, bro? You know what I'm saying? It's us being us right now. You know, how do we change this narrative? How? It's nowhere. But I'm gonna answer the. I'm gonna answer my own question. I'm gonna answer my own question. We can't change this narrative because we cannot. You know what I mean? We cannot manipulate anybody else's mind. You know what I'm saying? We can't. So we stuck in between a rock and a hard spot, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we can get out here and hustle. You know what I mean? If we get out here and hustle and we fall victim to this brutality, you know what I mean? Then they're gonna bring up all of the things that we did in our past. Same thing they're doing with Jacob Blake right now. You know what I mean? They done brought up warrants. You know what I mean? He had warrants. He was on a restraining order from his baby mama, and that's a whole nother situation, ladies. You know what I mean? That's a whole nother situation. But they done brought up everything to depict this man as the evil, and some of his actions may have been in the negative. But, you know what I mean? There are positive men, too. You know what I mean? Men that have no negative blemishes. You know what I'm saying? So how do we, you know what I mean? It don't matter if we negative or positive. How do we change this shit?
I mean, y'all keep asking questions. Y'all got a brain. Can I get some solutions? Am I the only one that got solutions?
I can't go for 3. Nah.
Hold on.
But I'm gonna tell you. I get what you're saying in terms of coming together. And to me personally, that is one of the solutions as a community.
And it has, and more has to be.
You know what I'm saying? As a community, as a community.
I'll just be
But
I'm more Nat Turner than I am Steve Jobs. So.
I understand. My question.
His group was on. My questions are give me a group of people that on what I'm on, and we gonna be out there waiting on y'all. All right. Yeah, hey, when you get your check and you cash it, we'll be outside kicking ass, bro.
Hey. Nat Turner had a group.
Marbury, I promise you, Marbury, I'm going to come tell you how many motherfuckers whose jaws I knocked out while you counting your hundreds, all right? I'm being there telling you all the amazing stories.
Nat Turner had a group. Nat Turner had a group, but they were slaughtered at the end of their run.
Man.
You know what I mean? My questions aren't, my questions don't.
Though.
Sacrifice.
I'm cool with that, G.
Dig this, fam. My questions don't require an answer. My questions are rhetorical. I'm not looking for an answer. You know what I mean? My questions are rhetorical to make you think.
See, when
you know what I'm saying? When I say, you know what I'm saying? When I say, hey, what can we do? You know what I mean? It ain't no answer that we can do. It's no quadratic equation. It's no equation that we can do to, you know what I mean? This is not a land of ours, man. You know what I mean? We are renting this, bro.
No, I'm gonna say, you know what I'm saying? Just to kind of tie into what Keith's talking about with everything and all that. Sacrifices is, to me, the solution. We have to get to a point.
We have to get to a point. Fear of sacrifice is the reason why niggas ain't did shit.
Yep. Sacrifice.
That's the reason why.
You know what I'm saying?
We scared of the sacrifice, man.
You gotta make that sacrifice, man. And I get what you're saying, my bird. What you're saying, right? Because my bird, look at this. What you saying right there, just to tie that in. What you saying in terms of us group economics bringing everybody in. It takes a sacrifice to be able to do that. It takes a sacrifice of your own ego to be able to do that. So sacrifice is the only solution as our community to be able to get to where we need to be. You know what I'm saying? And not deal with the issues that we got to deal with. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what we got to get to. But just to kind of
to piggyback on the whole sacrifice thing before we get away from it. Marbury, you know why I idolize Dave Chappelle, and I don't idolize nobody, but you want to know why I idolize him specifically? Because he publicly did some shit a lot of black people, period, ain't got the balls to do. He walked away from $50 million publicly. Walked away from it. $50 million. Nick Cannon couldn't do it. Since we speaking on economic shit, he walked away from 50 million approval points. Mm-hmm. You will not control me with money. You will not make me scared with money, nigga. Like, nigga, when you try to come at me, nigga, I'll leave all this on the table. Then all you got is me and you, nigga. Then what? When I show you the money don't control me, then what? I'm one of them people that money don't control. The only M's that really matter. The only M's that really matter is money and morality. You know, which one you don't choose?
Y'all are losing. I don't really think y'all are really looking at the scope.
Norm is so far in the back rear view right now. You can get killed with M's in your pocket.
Keith, as a joke.
Our current situation is the cops killing us for no reason.
Hey, Keith, as a joke, I say, yo, I want to get you up off the 3 a.m. so you can be home, right? But on some real shit, that's some real shit. Like, I don't want you on the road at 3 a.m. Unless you got an army. Unless you got an army with you.
I told you, I'm sound to that whole aspect.
Yeah. So let me. Can I finish? Can I finish? So when I say that to you, I'm really like real live. Like if the group economics is right, and what it doesn't mean, like, it's not necessarily sacrifice. It's sometimes a barter. Sometimes you do things well that I don't. And I do things well that you don't. We trade them two. We come up at the same time.
But the only way, but what I'm saying though, the only way for that to happen, my bird, when I talk about sacrifice, because ego has to get out of that. Because even though we coming up at the same time, ego still creeps in to be like, man, I'm doing this a little bit better than you, bro. So I want to take this over and do this, that, and other. That's what I'm talking about. When for us to come up together, sacrificing that ego, sacrificing all that has to happen. That's all I'm saying. I get where you coming from, but at the same time, it's a lot of situations where people they try to bring up people, and we got problems because the hate, the crab in the barrel mentality ends up coming into play. So sacrificing that ego as a community is the only way we can.
Prime example, Marbury. Like, and I know you keep your ears to the streets like the rest of us. We know like the little 10K lick, the little 20K lick, the little stimulus checks that went out. How many new businesses have you heard about that opened up? All right, next we can move on there.
0. Hey.
That was just over an estimated amount of $20 billion rolling through the black neighborhoods, and I ain't heard the shit.
You talking about me?
No. But how many of us? How many of us?
I didn't count them.
Yeah.
I didn't count them.
How many of us? No. How many of us though got that stimulus money? How many of us created? You know what I mean? Like when we found out that they was giving stimulus money to minority businesses and to small businesses. Hey, in the city, in Chicago, in Chicago, hey, bro, it was about.
Don't shout out.
But it's people that capitalize, you know what I mean, off of that didn't even own business. You know what I mean? So
the only nigga that paid me some money, I don't know.
We ain't finna get into that one. Hold on, hey, we ain't finna.
I'm gonna be real. Let me tell you something. I don't vote. I don't care. I don't vote. I don't care. No other president gave me no money.
Not on this show.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't do political.
Y'all can cut me off. Y'all can do what y'all do, but this is me, man. I don't want to hear that, man.
I don't do political talk.
Man, I don't like the nigga. That's not my friend. But thank you, nigga. Shit. I can't say thank you.
You can say thank you. Don't shout out that nigga over here. You can say thank you, though.
Man,
just like that. Just like that.
Shout out. I'm not. I don't endorse nobody. Hold on. No, let me put my disclaimer out here. I don't vote. I don't endorse no president. No.
That's what Trump wants you to do.
I'm telling that right
now. That's what he wants you to do. That good old boy right there. That's what Trump wants you to do. That good old boy. Thank you. He wants you to say that.
Hey,
you know what?
Hey. I ain't gonna lie. Marbury, I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? I vote on the, you know what I'm saying, on the local level. I do not vote on the federal level.
Correct, because it don't even matter.
I vote on those that can, you know what I mean, that having the chance to, you know what I mean, dictate, not even dictate, but have an effect on the community. I don't vote on the federal level. I think the federal level, I think the judicial system, I think the political system, I think it's a joke. You know what I'm saying? I vote on those that, you know what I mean, have a direct effect on the emergence of our communities.
Hey, I'm telling everybody right now. Hey, we got a lot of conversation as y'all can see through this show today, man. We've been talking. That's topics for our next barbershop edition, man. But as you can see, man, we get live on here as we do. You know what I'm saying? So we want to appreciate everybody for chiming in, man, checking in with us and everything like that, doing our live feed, man, doing what we do, man. So, hey, Keys, man, let them know how they can reach out to you.
Man, you know, hit me on everything. 88 K3YZ, IG, Facebook, Twitter, everything. 88 K3YZ.
Already, Marbury, let them know, man. Marbury move is everything. I know.
No.
I mean, you still got to talk about the album dropping, though.
I mean, yes.
That's what I'm saying. You still got the album dropping.
Thank you.
Dude.
The album, yes, is coming out September 1st, 12 a.m. Yes, forever.
Furmane, hey, check out his tennis shoes, man. That man got his own shoes. He got his own shoes. Oh, all right, Fur.
Hey, I was waiting for him to put him in the camera. I seen him kept touching. I was like, what's up, some customers?
And we will, and I will say it when y'all get to see this on YouTube, man. You know what I'm saying? When we put it all on there and everything like that, you know what I'm saying? Check out. We will have a snippet of Heaven on Earth, my man's single, to be dropping on the audio and the YouTube visual, man. So get ready for that as well. So tell him his name, man. Hey, that's Thoughts. You know what I mean? Furmane, man. Let's go.
AKA Prince George, man.
Already.
Yeah.
You'll
Go ahead,
find it.
AG. Let them know how they can reach us, AG. Reach that Big Money No Problem Show
Hey,
podcast.
look there. You can reach us on BMNP underscore ENT on Instagram, BMNP Presents on YouTube, Big Money No Problem Casting on Facebook and SoundCloud, BMNP underscore podcast on Twitter. You know what I mean? Catch us on the One United radio station. Catch us on 92 Kels. We out here. We ain't hard to find. You know what I'm saying? And if you have any inquiries, and shout out to my guy Frank Ray. You know what I'm saying? He shot me that little information about the Wilmington police department with the the investigation of them 3 officers that were talking to racial slurs and talking about the eradication of black folks off the map. You know what I'm saying? So
And
hey man,
shout
we
out
out
to
here.
Officer Whitley who didn't take me to jail Monday. Shout out to
All
man.
right.
Shout out to you, bro. And you
And shout out to
only.
your mama. No, I'm just no. Hey, we appreciate I mean everybody that chimed in. We appreciate y'all. You know what I mean. We are appreciative of all the love that we've been getting. We are appreciative of all
And you use
the
appreciate
constructive
in one more
criticism
different form, and I'm gonna slap you in your neck.
All right, y'all.
And like I said, and to close it, man, like I said, definitely reach out to us on Big Money No Problems Casting.
Hey, that nigga remix
gmail.com.
appreciate.
He did. Check out Big Money No Problems Casting at gmail.com, man, for all inquiries, man, to get up with us. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is the BMNP Shop Talk series. Get ready for a lot of these series, right? This is our stuff right here. This is what we're gonna be doing right here. And we're gonna keep giving y'all this. As you can see, we got 4 educated brothers on here who doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? But we have no issues talking about the issues. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna keep doing what we're doing out here. We're gonna keep eating out here. As Marbury said, we're gonna keep doing what we're doing when it comes to these group economics, man, and just keep getting what we're getting out here.
And if you get pulled over, make sure you got your bank account.
Facts. So salute. So salute to everybody out. So salute to everybody, man, who chimed in, man. Once again, salute. See y'all again, man. Coming soon, man. BMNP Talk series, man. Let us go, man. All right. Peace.
Peace.